Having expectations will have you with your feelings hurt. Have you ever heard of don't have expectations for people? Well, first of all, first and foremost, welcome to the Hustle Podcast, where we talk about health, wealth, and relationships. But let's get right into this because this can very well be an important topic in any one of those fields of life. Don't have expectations for people. Because when you have expectations for other people, it leaves room to be disappointed. And I learned this about 3 years ago of stop expecting people to do what you think they are, you feel like they should do for you. So if I open a door for you as a lady and you don't say thank you, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Some people, no, they gonna say thank. I don't. This is why me and my wife has only probably got into an argument 3 to 5 times within the last 12 years because I understand this concept of don't have expectations for people. Because when you get the expectation, then you put yourself at a risk of being upset. So I don't have expectations, but I do have appreciation. I'd rather give you appreciation than expectation. Because yes, I opened the door for you and you said thank you. I appreciate that. Because that means you was raised right. Some people just weren't raised right. And when you weren't raised right, then they're gonna do stuff like, and I don't wanna have my feelings. I'm in entrepreneurship, so my feelings can't be up and down. I gotta keep my stuff at the top. So I can't stand to be upset. Nobody can literally come on here and say that they saw me upset. I don't get upset. I don't get upset. Like when I do get upset, I'll get upset, but there's rarely a chance that I can't even remember the last time I was upset. Because I don't have expectations for people. Having that will have you losing your mind. And that goes with any form of life, y'all. Having that expectation that this person gonna do this for you or that. And then as far as the expectation, on top of that, don't say it the wrong way. Sometimes it can come off the wrong way. Me and Sam was just talking about this earlier. She's training at my gym. But sometimes you can just say it the wrong way. And if you say it the wrong way with the expectations of them doing it the way you wanted to do it, that's going to cause a problem. That's going to cause a problem. The way you say anything, if you tell your man, even just in relationship problem, if you tell your man, hey, why you didn't take out the trash? That's one way to ask. The next way to ask, hey, babe, if you take out the trash, I got something for you. That's a whole nother ask. It's the same thing. You get the same job done. But it's about how you say it, man. How you say it is more important than anything. But then after how you said it, how you make them feel about what you said means even more. So when you're in your relationship, make sure, however you handle conflict, make sure that you say it with the right voice and make sure that you do it at the right time. It's all about timing, man. Like, I don't expect my wife to do anything. If I come home and the house is dirty, I don't expect for her to do anything. But I do appreciate that she has my son bathed, that she does have the kitchen clean, that she does cook for me, that she does all these different things. I'm okay with that because I didn't expect any of it. Oh, you're supposed to have expectations? I only expect things out of myself. I only expect things out of myself because I know me. If I have too many expectations for somebody else, for her, for my son, for anyone, I don't want to be in that mood. I learned how to control my energy, control my emotions. And that takes emotional intelligence is everything. When it comes to business, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to relationship, your intelligence on your emotions is everything. People in the hood, we don't talk about emotional intelligence. We wouldn't even have as many fights. We wouldn't have as many shootings. We wouldn't have as much crime if we understood emotional intelligence. Understand that this is just the emotion. That this is an emotion, and I can get past this emotion if I think about something else. That's just what's on my mind right now. I can literally remember when I had a defining moment in my life. I was in my my third year of college. I had just graduated from Georgia Perimeter. And I was still at home, and I was like, what do I go next? What do I do next? And at the time, I'm hustling. I've been hustling since 13 years old, selling chips, juices, iPhones, laptops, whatever it is. And at this particular day, I got my younger brother to sell these iPhones to some boys. And he went to go sell the iPhones. And next thing y'all know, he called me and say, bro, they took the phone. I'm like, what do you mean they took the phone? He like, they just stole the phone. Like 4 of them just walked up on me and they stole the phone. And me hearing that, it sparked the emotion. It sparked the emotion like, oh, don't play with it. Where I come from, you don't play like that. You don't play like that. If you do something to me, oh, and you did it bareface, you did, okay, we gotta handle that. Because now in my mind, I'm thinking every time they see my brother, they're gonna say, oh, I can take from him. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, they can't have that thought. I literally, y'all, me and him was riding around for 2 days looking for these boys. I'm looking for them. I'm got my pistol. I'm passing by police officers. And I found out where his mom lived at, y'all. I found out where his mom lived at. And in my mind, at that time, I'm 23, 20. I'm like 22, 21. I said, I'll just shoot his mom house up. And he gonna know not to play with us no more. The Sanchez that y'all got now is a whole different Sanchez. I had to elevate. I had to grow emotional intelligence. And with that thought in my mind, I was ready to go. I was ready to do whatever it was for a $100 iPhone. But it was something that clicked to me and was like, you need to leave. You need to leave. God said, you need to leave. And that's when I applied for Middle Tennessee State, and I went and got into Middle Tennessee State, and I was able to get away from my surroundings to enlighten my emotional intelligence a little bit more. Because I knew, like, I was just dealing with an emotion at the time. And I'm so glad that I did not see the boys or see any of them, or I didn't do what I did, because you wouldn't have got a chance to meet the person that you got a chance to meet now. I went off to school, and I was just so glad. I was so happy. I was like, I escaped the matrix. And in one way to escape the matrix is emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence can be a whole episode, but it's all about directing your energy. Understand that this is just a mood. This is just a phase. This is just something that I'm going through, another way of life. I was listening to Kobe Bryant, and he was talking about how the mind is so, it will give you exactly what you think about. If you have a thought and say, I can't do it, you have a whole bunch of soldiers in your mind marching saying, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. But if you have in your mind and say, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. So your mind is very powerful. So whatever you think about the most, it's gonna force you to take action on it. And that's one of the reasons why I'm taking action on this, because I said I'm gonna focus on learning how to communicate, and I'm gonna focus on making more videos. So your mind is very powerful. So that's why emotional intelligence means everything, because you can be emotional in 10 seconds and can change your whole life in 10 seconds. So if you're a young man looking at this video, you're a young woman or older, you're never too young to learn. You're never too young to teach, and you're never too old to learn. Learn and see, like, hey, how can I improve my emotional intelligence? Am I allowing things to just get to me that shouldn't even enter my circle, enter my bubble? Even, I tell my wife a lot of times, y'all, whenever my wife starts off with, I feel like, I automatically stop her. And I say, you should not feel no type of way. Don't feel like somebody should have did this, or feel like that should have happened, because now you got those expectations. Don't feel, just talk about what happened. Don't feel, because once you say I feel, that gives your body that triggers emotions in your mind, and it functions in your heart, in your hands, and it gives you too much of an emotional roller coaster when you start saying I feel, or I'm in the mood of, like, no, I feel good, I feel amazing. People will think themselves into a depression. You can literally think yourself into a depression if you don't have emotional intelligence. Yeah, everybody can think about what they don't have. I don't have this, I don't have. There's a million things that I don't have. But if you only focus on what you don't have, you'll be ungrateful. And you're probably living the life that you dreamed about. You're responsible for the life whatever life that you're living right now, you're responsible for that life. Whether it's the life that you want or it's the life that you don't want, you're responsible for it. You got to take some ownership. You got to take some ownership in the person that you became. The only person you should have expectations from is you. Expectations from you. What do you expect from yourself? Don't expect nothing from nobody. I can promise you, if you just use that one simple technique of no expectations, only appreciation, your life will dramatically change. You'll find yourself happier. You'll find yourself out of a lot of situations. You'll find yourself a whole nother person. No expectations, only appreciation. Man, I appreciate y'all so much for just checking in. Like I told y'all, this is my new way of getting it out there to the masses of the people who need help and help. Need help in health, wealth, and relationships. I'm here to give y'all my advice, my day-to-day. Some of these things happened that day, and I just feel like I gotta get it off my chest. I knew for a fact I had to come in here and make sure that I gave y'all at least 10 minutes for this podcast. The podcast will get longer as I get better. But I said just start off with 10 minutes. If you just record 10 minutes every day, eventually you'll get better and better and better. I already found my light and I found my angle, the whole nine. So whatever it is that you need to do, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and start. Start. If you're trying to get in shape, start. If you're trying to run your bankroll up, start. If you're trying to get a relationship, start. Like, just start. But don't have any high expectations for anybody else outside of yourself. Man, I appreciate y'all so much, man. Let's get it.